In example 1, we need to determine if the three lengths will create a triangle, and if not, we'll explain why not. So what we want to do here is we want to look at a pair of sides. We want to make sure that when we add those sides together that that's bigger than the third side. So for instance, with this first one, we could check out 1 plus 2, that's the sum of two sides, and it needs to be greater than 6 for that to form a triangle. If not, those ends won't meet. So this is 3 is greater than 6, which is false. So we can right away conclude that these will not form a triangle. So we could say no, and your explanation would be the sum of two sides is not bigger than the third side for at least 1 plus 2. Notice, however, though, 2 plus 6 is greater than 1, and 1 plus 6 is greater than 2. But it just has to fail this once. So there's always three possibilities for these types of problems, but we would, if it just fails at one time, we're done. This is a situation where we'd have maybe 1 unit in length, 6 units in length, and 2 units in length, but these will never come together to form an actual triangle. These other two sides are just not big enough to stretch the gap here. Okay. For this one, let's try a different pairing. Let's do 2 plus 10. That's greater than 5. So you can do any one you want. You don't have to start off with the first two. You can do 2 plus 10, which is 12, and make sure that's greater than 5, and that's true. We could also do, let's see here, we could do 5 and 10. So we're just picking two sides, and we're making sure that when we add those up, that they're greater than the other side. So this one's good too. Good here and good here. Let's do 2 plus 5 now. This is the other possibility. And that's 7 is greater than 10. That's false, so we would say no. And the explanation part, again, if you wanted to write that down, would be the sum of 2 and 5 is not greater than 10. So it would be the same kind of situation here as this one. For this one here on the right, C, we can do 10 plus 11. We'll do the first two together, make sure that's greater than the third side. That's 21. So that's good. And then we could do 10 plus 11. Well, that's going to be the same thing, isn't it? And then 11's the other side. So we did these two first. We're going to do these two here. And that's 21 is greater than 11. So that's good. And let's do 11 and 11. That's the pair that we didn't do. So that's 22 is greater than 10. So because all three possibilities work out for this one will create a triangle, so we would say yes. And for our explanation, we could write or say that the sum of any two sides is bigger than the other side or the third side.